以及其他的争议各方的利益的。
Australia respects the right of parties to negotiate or indeed arbitrate. In the case of the Philippines arbitration, they are seeking a ruling on whether reclaimed islands generate maritime zones. They're seeking a clarification of international law. They're not seeking a determination on the merits of the respective maritime claims. So I reiterate, Australia does not take sides on the competing claims.
澳大利亚也敦促在不会站在任何一方那边，是一个不偏不倚的立场。
We also welcome President Xi's statement that China does not intend to militarise these islands.
我们同时也欢迎习近平主席在他的发言当中提到的，中国没有任何想要将这些岛屿进行军事化发展的一种立场。
好，下一个问题，请新华社记者提问。
Next question, Xinhua News Agency. Well, Foreign Minister Wang, the international community is currently following very closely developments on the Korean Peninsula, and we know that consultation is going on at the UN Security Council regarding the adoption of a new draft resolution of sanctions against the DPRK. So how can actions be taken to resolve this difficult situation at the moment, and can you further share with us China's position on this issue?
OK， 在回答问题之前，我先要就南海问题再做一个简要的补充。
Well, before coming to that, let me add a quick comment on the South China Sea.
非军事化符合各方的利益，实施非军事化，我们希望这个承诺能够说到做到。
Non-militarization is certainly in the interest of all parties, but non-militarization should not be just about one single country, nor should double or multiple standards be exercised when it comes to non-militarization. And I think this requires the common efforts of all countries, both inside and outside this region. And we have noted that at the just concluded US-ASEAN summit, the two sides committed to non-militarization, and we do hope that this commitment will be matched with actions.
我们欣赏刚才李小普会长女士谈到的立场，不选边站队，那么希望能够以和平手段加以解决。
I appreciate what Foreign Minister Bishop just now said about Australia's position on the South China Sea. That is, Australia does not take sides, and it advocates peaceful solutions to these disputes.
至于刚才还谈到了菲律宾的仲裁，我想今天我们时间有限，也没必要这个从头说起既定的立场。
As for the arbitration case filed by the Philippines, well, since we do not have much time today, and I won't go from the very beginning on China's position regarding this issue, but I do want to say that China is actually following the law by not accepting arbitration regarding sovereign and maritime entitlements, because after joining the UNCLOS in 2006, China issued a declaration according to the rights given to China by the Article 298 of the UNCLOS. We issued a declaration excluding China from being subjected to the compulsory settlement measures by way of making a government statement. And it is a stated position of the Chinese side, so of course the Chinese government will continue to stand by that declaration.
我要告诉各位的是，发表排除性声明对仲裁发表排除性声明的国家，绝不是中国一个，有3到40个国家都发表了类似性的声明，包括澳大利亚在内。
Well, let me also point out that China is not the only country that has issued such declarations. Altogether, there are 30 to 40 countries around the world who have issued similar declarations, and Australia is also one of them.
所以菲律宾的做法是明知不可而为之，这种做法任何效力的也不会有任何效力。那么，也是我们不得不怀疑菲律宾 这种不撞南墙不回头的做法，恐怕有更复杂的国际背景，甚至有不可告人的政治目的。
That is why we believe that what the Philippines is pursuing is actually not legitimate, and it knows that this is not something legitimate to do, and it is not consistent with the international practice of bringing up cases of arbitration, because the Philippines, before taking that move, did not ask for China's consent or consult with China, and it also contravened the bilateral agreements between China and the Philippines about seeking settlement of those disputes through bilateral dialogue, and it is also in violation of Article 4 of DOC, which the President of the Philippines put his signature on. According to this article, territorial disputes should be resolved by the countries directly concerned through bilateral dialogue and negotiation. This is why we believe that what the Philippines is doing is not and will not be valid, and we cannot help but ask whether there is more complicated international context or hidden political agenda behind the Philippines move.
刚才记者提到了一个很好的问题，就是面临朝鲜半岛这么一个日趋紧张的局势，那么半岛的核问题到底应该怎么办？这是任何一个负责任国家都应该认真思考的问题。
Well, I think the question you raised about the situation on the Korean Peninsula is a very good one, because indeed, facing the tensions that is mounting on the Korean Peninsula, we do need to think seriously about what should be done about the situation and the nuclear issue on the peninsula. This is a question that should have some serious thinking for all countries.